Hey, Thabreakmasta here, and this is gonna be my number 6 episode 5 review. Let's just jump right into it. Before I do that, though, I like to say that the episode was pretty good. It was another good episode. It did well. It did well. So a round of applause for number 6. It was a really good episode. So let's jump into the episode right now. Basically, what we start off with is we see two old ladies. Two old crispy ladies, huh? I'm just kidding. I don't know how old they are, but they're pretty old. They're pretty old. I think one of them Safu's grandmother. So yeah, she was talking to another old person, and she was just saying like, oh, you always have this little needle thing that you always sew and stuff with you all the time. And then she's like, yes, I do have it, I do. And then she drops on the ground. She's like, oh, I can't pick it up. Oh. And then this girl, and then and this random girl comes and that works there, and they're getting the little needle for her. And she's like, thank you. And the girl's like, yes, no problem. But then after that happened, she, like, once work was over for her, that girl, I won't say little girl, but for that girl, she's like, oh, I can't stand working with these old farts and crap. That's basically what she should have said, because it's like, come on now. I mean, yeah, they can't do anything on their own. I mean, yes, they can, but you're supposed to be there working for them just in case, because they're in wheelchairs. They can't walk no more. I mean, come on now. Are you like so insensitive that you can't tell? I mean, this is so messed up. I mean, come on. I just wanted to slap that girl. But then once I was thinking of that, and then boom, a bee had her, and I was like, oh snaps. Now who's old? You can't do nothing for yourself either now, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, okay. After that, opening already happened. So yeah, then we get to see Xian read this book to these kids and trying to invite them to dinner, and like, no, my mom's gonna be making some food for us. Yeah, bye, Xian. And I'm like, yeah. And Rat keeps calling him a fool and crap like that. He's like, you stupid. You don't know anything. You dumb. Rat just keeps saying that stuff, and then he has to go to work, so he has to go do his play thingy, which starts at a certain time, so he has to get prepared and all that stuff. And so while that happens, Xian ends up going back to that dog girl that ends up, he ends up watching the dogs again and everything, and then she starts asking about if she knows more about Nezumi or Rat, and she don't know crap about him. She don't really care, and she don't really care about number 6. And then that's when Ragika comes. That's the dude that was in the last episode that got choked out by Xian through that coffee mug at his head. They got choked out. But yeah, it was this dude, and he's like, oh, it's you. He's like, what are you doing here, Xian? You working here? And so they end up talking, and then he's like, I got some information. So he ends up talking about the information, and talking about the parasite bees that kill that woman that we just talked about. So yeah, that happens, and he's like, oh my god, I gotta tell Rat. Oh my god. Oh. So she ends up running to the play. He just wanted to go see that play, He had to go tell him, but he wanted to go see that play. So he ends up going, and he's like, I'm scared to go see Rat because he told me not to go. Oh no. And then Ragika is like, man, get a hold of yourself, man. Go watch this play. So they end up watching the play, and like, goodness gracious, freaking Rat looks just like a girl. But he doesn't have the voice of a girl. His voice is way too deep to play a girl. I mean, I'm guessing everyone should already know that this is a dude. It's just, he has such a deep voice. It's just kind of, like, it's weird. So with that, when the play was going on and stuff like that, he ends up seeing Xian. He zoned in on him. He's like, God dang it, it's you. So he's up getting nervous, and all of a sudden, like, this wind blows, and it also happens to Safu. She was like standing there looking at this weird archeo, like this plated glass that looks, like churches with those kind of glass walls and stuff like that, and those holy churches with God doing this and stuff. So yeah, it was 3 bees, and I was like, huh. And so she ends up, like, the wind blows, and all of a sudden she just falls out. The same with Rat. Rat ends up falling out too. And they're like, oh my god, and stuff. So they end up showing this cutscene. But the scene where Rat ends up being very vulnerable, and he ends up asking for help. He ends up saying, Xian, and Xian actually grabbing his hand, and he's like, wake up, come on, are you okay? And then he ends up waking up, and he's like right in his face. I mean, like, who could not get any closer to this guy's face? He was like right there. I'm like, come on, man. So he ends up, I'm like, are you okay? What's 3 times 7? Say it. Answer my question. What's 3 times 7? And he's like, 21. Calm down. It's like, yeah. Yeah. And he's like pushing him off because he's like I said, he was right in his face, screaming in his face. Yeah. And so he ends up getting all nervous, like asking, he's like, I was so worried about you and stuff like that. And so Rat was like, oh, I'm okay now. And then I guess after that, Rat ends up teaching him how to waltz. That's what the dance was. He's all teach me how to dance basically. He's like, come here. Yeah. And it was very awkward, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they're both guys, and, you know, it's not that bad. It's not bad. Like, you can't teach by a guy. Just like I said, it's just so close to his face. Then that happens. I don't know. I don't know. So after that, he ends up stop teaching him how to dance. He's like, man, I'm so tired. He's like, see, you're trying to say you got more stamina and all that stuff about me, right? And Rat's like, yep, more or less. And then Shion's like, she touches his neck, and he's like, oh! Rat's like, oh my god, I can't believe it! Because usually he always has his defenses up, so he would have knocked that away. But for some reason, he didn't do it. Because I guess he was like being vulnerable when it comes to Shion. And Shion's like, I cannot lose you. You're the only person I just cannot lose. And I'm like, what about your mother? You don't care about your mom now? But and then that's like some just crap going on. But nonetheless, it was still a good episode because that's what happened, and he ends up asking a question like, why is defense so low on that and everything. Oh yeah, Safu's okay too. She ends up waking back up too, seeing what because the Rat's here. I'm curious what's up because Safu also knows about Rat now all of a sudden, so I'm curious what's gonna happen here, what's going on, and yeah, it's a good episode. And this has been my review for number 6, episode 5 review. I can't wait for the next episode because I get to say number 6, episode 6. But yeah, it's been the Thabreakmasta. Break out.